Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Um, I'm recording this video after an event called A Step Further. The last couple of events didn't have any storyline to it. Looks like they completed the saga, they got Optimus Prime back. Obviously they have to, come back to out of hyperspace and and return Orion Pax and SB Optimus back to their normal universes. Um, is that going to be storyline? I don't know. But this video is going to just be about opening up a lot of goodies. I'm probably going to chase Hoist. I'm not close to another 5-star, but let's see what ends up happening. Got a lot of Decepticon crystals there. Maybe I'll open those up, do a little movie magic. We have some stuff from the Cyberpass that we're going to open up too. So let's just open up some stuff. Start the new year off with a new 5-star. Like I said, Hoist. Do I need? Yeah, why not? You know what? I'm not going to open up the Decepticon crystals. Only because I don't need any Decepticons leveled up, ranking or combat bots or cores or anything like that. So I'm just going to open up the Autobot crystals. Will opening up 1900 Autobot crystals get me there, though? I don't think so. Oh, that stuff like this will. That was a good one. Let's see, what is that? Just an XP core, maybe? Yeah, just an XP core. That was a little helpful this weekend. Let's get the Energon. So it's helpful. Too bad there wasn't an open more for the Energon. There should be an alloy one too, right? Yep. All right. Just a universal core, nothing special there. It's going to be a lot of dupes. And I'm just trying to get that much closer to another 5-star. Nothing there. What is that? Crimzeeks. We'll leave the Crimzeeks alone. I don't need a base defense core. We don't need to open up Shattered Glass Gold Bug. Now to think about it, was this the skins? Nope, just 2 pieces to Raiden. I wish I can tell you I can say those names or even knew this. Unfortunately, Raiden was a part of like a series that wasn't translated and brought over here. What that was just a War for Cybertron skin. I'm lucky enough that I have all of them. And I think we're just going to open up. Yep. These premiums for a while. Yeah, we'll just open up the premiums. Yeah. This is going to take a little bit. Let's see. I wonder how long this video. Let's see. Let's shoot for under 25 minutes. So another 20 minutes to go. But the worst part is like this part right here. It's just like What I think is happening, right, is that right now it's disconnecting from the server. That's why now it's taking less time because it took the right amount of time to disconnect. But if I like the quicker we do it, there's a timing window there that it's used to connect disconnect, and that's why if you do it immediately it takes a long time. But if you wait a couple of seconds, it feels like it disconnected. These 3 stars aren't going to do anything for me. I'm probably going to end up opening up some 3-star crystals. You know what I'll do? I'll probably get some Autobot ones though, instead of Decepticon ones. But we're going to be going for a little while. That's what I want to see. 5-star shards. Probably just label this video Chasing Hoist. Now, why did I choose Hoist? That was the funny thing, right? I just looked at ability 11s. I don't know how to feel about it. So I'm only missing a handful of guys, right? Hoist being one of them. I looked at Cheetor's ability 11. Didn't see much there. Firefly's ability 11. Not too much there. Springer's, Ultra Magnus's. Like, apparently these last handful of guys, their ability 11s aren't so crazy. Like when you look at some people's ability 11s, they're done well. Look at like Smokescreen and Warpath, right? Their ability 11 has another attribute, an attribute out of nowhere. They will glass cannon, glass gas some stuff, which is great, you know? If we look at the new guy who just came out, Dreadwing and Wingsaber, same thing. They'll glass gas some stuff along the way, you know? Look at Trailblazer. His ability 11 is he will heal people in his force field. Like, what you want is an ability 11 that's really good and has an extra attribute. That's my 2 cents. But then when you, even like you look at Transmetal 2 Megatron and Optimal Optimus, their ability 11, not only, going from ability 10 to 11 does like the stat increase, but at least those 2 guys will have an additional radius damage, which is all right. I feel like that's like the bare minimum. But like these other guys, it's just stat increases, and that doesn't really do enough for me. It's like that's kind of garbage, and I wish they would go back and improve on that. Like another example of somebody they should improve on is like Jazz and Mixmaster, because they're not really viable at higher levels. Their abilities cost too much, and they don't fully destroy anything. Like what you want is like a person that can one-shot things, and I'd rather have like a transformer like Firefly instead of Jazz. And I feel like that's a little bit of a crime. Jazz should be looked at a little differently because he's a part of the original series. He's a fan favorite, but they're not doing it. But we know there's unfortunately some bad transitioning happening at Space Ape right now, right? Like Earth Wars is moving to another company, and Yanis said it on his stream. It's just like they're gonna move to a place that's gonna treat this game better. Give it the love and care that it needs. And it's little things like that where it's like, hey, why wouldn't you do something a little bit better? We can use Goldfire as another example. His ability 11 isn't anything crazy. We don't have a 5-star Mirage. I feel like he's not too far away. I mean, he's a part of a combiner, so he is coming. Blades is really good. I don't remember what his ability 11 is. I got it for him because I use him in a war team. I think Blue Streak has a good ability 11. Like a lot of the new guys have great ability 11s. And it's because like when the new 5-star guys come around, they'll do a stream about them, you know? A lot of these legacy 5-star guys, you know, they were just given ability 11s without being told, without the community being told. So they didn't do anything special for them. At least when they do a stream now about a new 5-star guy, the people that join the stream, the people who are on the Discord, they will say something. And because it's new and brought up and it's in the spotlight, it turns into a big deal. So they will listen to community feedback for some of the new Transformers, because also the new Transformers, like when they put them into an event or a bundle, as a business, they want people to buy the fuel or buy the bundle, you know? So it makes sense. But it goes back to what I said, like the older guys, they don't get that love and care because they're not going to do anything financially. They're just going to do something that's going to make the community happy. I feel like that's more than enough, but who am I? You know, I'm just a player. I'm not a person that makes any decisions, you know. I'm not a big streamer. I'm definitely not a whale, and it's not like they listen to the whales anyway, right? They don't listen to the words of the whales; they just listen to their spending patterns. I can't wait for a Breakers 5-star, because, like I said, he's got a good ability 11, and I don't think that I gave any 4-star an ability 11. Maybe I might have done it to Sentius Magnus, but I can't think I did that to anybody else. If you don't put money into the game, then yeah, it makes complete sense to give an ability 11 to one of your stronger characters that's not a 5-star. And again, I make a case that Sentius Magnus is a really good one. And his ability 11 isn't really even that crazy either. You know, he's supposed to be like one of the god Transformers, and they didn't really do too much for him. Like, just if he's already one of the strongest, his ability 11 is to make him 25% stronger for using his ability, special ability. Doesn't really do much for me. But they won't go too crazy with him either because he's one of the strongest in the game. But I would love to see another attribute on him. And I think the easy one is, like, all these guys should get like an elemental attribute. It's very easy, you know. It's like they're trying to promote that too. Like the new guys are like we saw who was it? Tasmania Kid. He's got a water attribute attack. So just do the same thing. You know, give people that's missing things different attributes. And we can use Jazz as an example, right? Like his ability 11, give him like I'm not specifically saying it's lore related or anything like that, or even if it makes sense. I was just saying that ability 11, add acid to it. You know why? No specific reason. Because it's underutilized. You know, does it make sense to use another one like fire or electricity? Sure, but I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying go with it for any specific reason. I'm just saying add it for the sake of adding it, because it makes that ability 11 that much more powerful. You know, it makes it worth 1 million by 750. You know, it's like, make that person feel special. Because guess what? Like when we're chasing somebody, there's a high of getting the right person, and there's a low of getting the wrong person, and and we can use that ability 11 as a good example of what's a low point. It's like, oh, I didn't want him, not just because he not only does the character suck, it's because his stats are bad too. Like if you were chasing a certain guy and got somebody just as good, you'd be like, yeah, you know what? Actually, this is worth it. Like we can use the bundle that, or excuse me, the batch that Sentius Magnus is in, right? It's like you go for any one of the other guys because I think there's I don't, unfortunately, off the top of my head, I don't know what batch it is. But say if you were like going for one of the other four guys in there and you got Sentius, you'd be happy. Like, whoa, I was aiming for one of the combiner pieces, but I got one of the strongest transformers in the game. No, there shouldn't be a question there. Um, I would love to get Springer because he's a part of one that one of the two legacy batches that I'm missing. But his G metal core, I have it, but it's not as good as a Prime core. And I think it's a little sad to say that's one of the reasons I've been avoiding Springer is because I'd rather use him with the Prime core, but I don't use Springer in any wars anymore because I have stronger bots now. Do I need a? Come on, you could. Where's a? Only a only a gold. I mean, it would have been nice to get his G metal. I don't know if I have one. I typically just shoot for two G medals of everybody because they're 5 and 4 star. Um, Ultra Magnus is a tank, but I have a 5 star Galvatron on my other account, and I tend to only use his special once, and it's only worth it if 3 buildings are close to each other. And the only thing I can guarantee is that when I shoot at like a spider mine, it's going to blow up, or a build bot. Everything else, to me, it's a 50-50. Like Galvatron and Ultra Magnus should be transformers that one shot. On top of being leaders, they're also strong. I don't understand why. And what level? Like if they only get to a certain point when they're in the 60s. Well, but wait a second. If you have a maxed out HQ 18 base, those guys being in the 60s don't matter. And that bothers me a little bit. And and when I mean they don't matter, they don't one shot. And I'm not even talking about one shotting an outpost spot. I understand, like, hey, we have to worry about the Titans attributes that affect the outpost bots. Plus, you level up the outpost. So some things make sense. I'm not gonna rag on, hey, we want these guys to one shot the outpost bots because we don't. I'd argue that Blue Streak and Smokescreen should one shot them. How Smokescreen can't one shot a lot of outpost bots is a little frustrating to me. You know, like don't let him one shot Lugnut, Galvatron, Megatron, the combiners. But you should be able to one shot like say like Soundwave. Like the sound Starscream. Like these other guys should be one shotted. Like maybe even, yeah, Hoist. I'm coming for you, Hoist. I'm trying. Does Hoist have? I don't think Hoist has a G1, right? Just want to see where I stand. I got a G medal from Trax. Trax is deserving of a G1, definitely. I don't know why we don't have a G1 for Trax yet. G medal there. Well, Laser Optimus, we don't need any more Laser Optimus primes. Let's see here. Oh, all right. so during my rant, I didn't realize how far I got into. So what was that? I was at like 1800. So I opened up 700 crystals, and I guess I got 4,500, or at least 4,300 4-star dupes. All right, while we're here, they're all good, and it's debatable on how war worthy they are. The only person I feel like is war worthy is Firefly because he can one shot stuff. I can definitely know whether it's a spider mine or a building, he'll take it out one shot. Springer is really good support, and anybody who knows like the I don't want to call it the HQ trick, but it's like, hey, anybody who say like whether it's a Windblade or Cup or Alita 1, whoever can get to the HQ the quickest, and now because of Springer's special ability that can go anywhere on the map, it's just like these two guys get to the HQ and you can have a base destroyed in like 20 seconds because of it. So that's why Springer's good. But I'm not looking for support from this group. When it comes to support, I have Hoist. Yeah, so everyone is good here, but I can't, aside for Firefly, recommend going for this one. And the reason I'm here is because at least this is completed. Yeah. So let's go for it. Confirm. And let me just snatch up these Decepticon ones. Yeah, I got to be sitting on these Decepticon ones for a while. If I'm trying to think real quick. So what I would try to do, right? There's some events have no dupe 4 stars. So I don't know who it would be. Like if I didn't go for one endurance event, I would just stick with the normal, meaning when the new guy comes to the batch, open up regular crystals. I'll probably get him that way. Oh, but wait a second. The 4 star is really hard to get because he's in the pool with everyone else. So I'd use like a no dupe 4-star crystal, right? And then when the batch comes out, because of all these dupes, I'm already waiting for him. Oh, you know what? Ugh, I completely forgot. So how many do I have left? So they announced that Volcanicus is coming soon. Now I'm far away. I completely forgot. All right, so I was so. How does this happen, right? Like, like I knew about him coming out last week, but I was so gung ho on and tunnel visioned on getting another 5-star. It's not that big of a deal. It took me what 700 crystals to get 4,500 5-star shards. So, does it? Where'd it go? Where are? Yeah. I mean, these are going to be dupes. So I'm not going to open these up right now. I mean, we know they're dupes. It's just when Volcanics comes out, when they announce them, I'll, somewhere along that line, not the day itself, but somewhere along that line, I'll open up these crystals and get enough 5-star shards to upgrade Volcanicus. By no means, I don't think he's going to be a game changer. He's still a glass cannon. They have to fix that to make him viable on higher levels. Otherwise, even adding his 5-star ability, which is to make the Transformers out on the field all be wearing a Megatronus core, which they didn't even say would stack with a person who does have a Megatronus core. Who knows how that's going to work? And what happens if you have a Megatronus base defense and you have a Megatronus outpost bot and you have a 5-star Volcanicus in the outpost? That these are all questions that need to be answered. I don't think it's going to be properly answered on any stream, but let's find out. And just looking at whatever's left over, where do we stand? I don't think I'll be opening up any combat bot chips anytime soon. Yeah, I don't even have any combat bots over here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. I don't know. Get the Decepticon combat bots for the sake of getting them. It doesn't seem so out of the ordinary because a few more Autobot 5-stars and then I'll be banking the 5-stars up. For what? Guess it makes sense to go with the Decepticons. But I will leave the video there. That's something that I have to do. And it looks like I have something to do for today. Really? Martin Luther King Day, huh? All right. So please like the video if you liked it. If you have any constructive criticism, go ahead and leave it down below. And I do make videos every so often, so feel free to subscribe because I will post another one in probably a couple of days. But thank you so much, guys. Have a good one. Enjoy.